Okay, so here's a question. If you're a magician who's been buried alive, suspended in air, and encased in ice, how do you top yourself? David Blaine is back with a new primetime special tomorrow night right here on ABC, and he sat down today with my Nightline co-anchor, Juju Chang.
Can I borrow your wedding ring?
Of course.
No, go for it.
It's okay.
David Blaine is at it again.
Here's what I do with the ring.
Freaking people out by harnessing his obsessive training and mental toughness to perform stomach-churning, mind-blowing magic, seeming to brush closer and closer to death.
Is there any line you won't cross? What won't you do?
Sleep deprivation I haven't done yet. I've tried it, but it's so difficult.
Part magician, part endurance artist, David Blaine has been testing the limits of the mind and body for years. He was buried alive in a plexiglass coffin under a 3-ton water tank for 7 days. In Above the Below, he suffered minor organ failure after being suspended 30 feet in the air, living off just water for 44 days. And he was frozen in time, encased in a block of ice for nearly 64 hours, after which he was rushed to the hospital.
Which is the toughest one that you've had to recover from?
The ice. Well, no. The ice was the toughest one to do. Everybody around me thought that I was going into shock and I was going to die.
And in his new special, Beyond Magic, he's back with a whole new bag of tricks. This one, years in the making.
Wow, you swallowed it?
He did swallow it.
You appear to swallow David Beckham's and John Travolta's and everybody's wedding ring. People are screaming and freaking out and running out of the room.
Well, the idea for that actually began with a classic magic trick, which is called linking rings, where you take people's rings and you link them together. But then I wanted to figure out how to make it something that would actually get the reactions like you're talking about.
Freak people out.
But once you swallow a ring, how do you get it back? That is complicated.
So one of the things that I had to learn
Just kind of square yourself up a bit.
was sword swallowing. There's only a few hundred people in the world that do it.
Today, we saw it in real time on Ellen. Blaine then transfers his sword-swallowing skills, takes a wire hanger, and goes after the ring.
David, that was amazing.
The last time I interviewed him, a decade ago, he was being drowned alive in 2,000 gallons of salt water, submerged for 7 long days. David Blaine will attempt to hold his breath for a world record 9 minutes.
I had the honor of interviewing you in the midst of one of your many endurance tests.
In the water tank.
In the water tank.
Yeah, I remember that.
I assumed at that moment that you were delirious at that point.
I understand that your muscles are beginning to atrophy. Does that worry you when it comes to the escape tomorrow night?
I think it worries me not just for that part, but I've never felt this kind of pain in a stunt before.
Where does your mind go? I'm assuming you have sort of transcendent moments.
People provide a great distraction, whether they're shouting crazy things or just coming to give you support. When I'm just by myself, I usually close my eyes and then I try to imagine that I'm in some sort of beautiful environment.
Back then, a heart-thumping stunt. Today, we met him in the park for more tempered illusions.
You're going to come up with a new favorite card, but not this one, but try to see one, but don't
Okay.
say it. Okay, so we'll call that your favorite card.
That's my favorite card.
Okay, and I don't know, you were looking, it's permanent, right?
Yep.
Yes? What does it say?
It says Sharpie, fine point,
Yeah.
permanent marker.
Can you hold that?
Yeah.
I want you to look through the deck. I want you to remove your favorite card. So as I go through, you look the 5 of hearts. If you're not sure, you can change.
No, this is it.
Yeah? Okay, good. Look at the Sharpie again. Just look at it and rub it. Rub right here. See?
It says 5 of hearts. How did you do that? That's insane.
Whichever card you want, you'll take and he'll sign it. And you like that card?
Yeah.
All right, let him sign it and show them. Let them see it. Yeah. Good, that's a good signature. Do this for me. Say stop.
Stop.
Okay, put it back. Good, now here's the idea. When I go through, I want you to blow on the card like that.
Okay.
So as I start to drop, ready? Go. See how one card just kicks out?
Yeah.
Let's see if you got the right one. I don't even know.
Is that the right one?
You got it.
Is that not?
Is that the right one?
That's the right one.
That's the classic reaction to you, which is, how the bleep did you do that?
Well, minus the bleep.
And when he's not making us queasy on The Tonight Show,
It's a real frog.
He's working on the new showstopper for his latest special, pulling the trigger on himself on a rifle aimed at his face.
Laser on.
Armchair Freudian would say, you have a death wish.
Trigger set.
It's the opposite of a death wish. There's so many legendary stories of bullet catches. I wanted to do a version of it, but I wanted to do a different version.
You are very mindful of what kids are thinking when they're watching you, and you're shooting yourself in the face.
Yeah, I do not want kids to do it. There's a magic history, and I hire the best consultants, and I study what's been done. But like I said, there's a lot of work and research, and I would never want anybody to do anything similar, obviously.
Blaine says he wants to set a good example for his nearly 6-year-old daughter, Dessa.
And you say you don't like to take undue risks because you were quoted as saying, I would never want my daughter to see my...
Right, exactly, yeah. So I have a daughter, so you know, the last thing I want to do is not be there for her.
For Nightline, I'm Juju Chang in New York.
Big thank you to Juju, and you can see the full David Blaine primetime special tomorrow night.